On board as well, we have Bob Weiner, Democratic strategist, columnist, former communications director for Clinton drug czar General Barry McCaffrey. He's also former chief of staff of the House Committee on Aging, and he is fresh back from his, I would say, exciting and I'm sure awe-inspiring experience at the Democratic National Convention in North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina. Bob, good to have you back.
Good to be with you, and it was good to report live from the floor a few times to you during the convention. I hope our accuracy today is a lot more than Paul Ryan's marathon time.
Bob, to you, regardless of which party from which someone hails, isn't it normally undercutting to someone's credible standing to hear them blatantly lie in such a fashion and also to be accordingly exposed in the fashion she was, Bob Weiner?
Well, you're making a lot out of the fact that somebody tries to deny something they said. I mean, I couldn't believe you're right about it, so let me concede that to you. But let me also point out that what Romney did on David Gregory when he said, what about the fact that you said that Russia's our number one threat, and Romney says, oh, Iran, nukes are our number one threat. He just tried to completely deny he ever said that Russia was our number one threat. So people do that, and that's what tapes are for, Alan. That's what you play it back for.
I would like my DNC chairman to have credibility. So when she goes out and says something on Medicare tomorrow, that the public hears it and believes her.
Bob?
Well, if we're getting into lying, what Romney did on welfare, on Medicare, on factory closings, he got 4 Pinocchios on all of that. And by the way, that's why he's 6 points behind now. We got
why are we talking about Romney? Romney wasn't
because
the question.
This is nonsense. All she said was that the Republicans have a dangerous position. If that's
we're talking about why DNC Chair Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz has become the albatross of her party. Also why Bill Clinton, Joe Biden, and Barack Obama blew it on the genesis of our economic downfall. And the Achilles heel for public unions is that they're essentially demanding more from those making less than they, and they equal us. Assisting me in the opining department, old friend of the show, none other than Bob Weiner, Democratic strategist, columnist, and former communications director for Clinton drug czar General Barry McCaffrey. Bob, good to have you back.
Good to be with you. But Debbie is no albatross. She's great, and Obama and Biden got it exactly right, and Clinton especially got it exactly right on the economic origins.
So the Glass-Steagall Act protected us until the Gramm-Leach-Bliley Act disabled us. Just ask Harry Reid.
Alan, you have a piece of it, but money doesn't grow on trees, as Bill Clinton pointed out, and the arithmetic of the tax cuts, the wars, and correcting the crash were huge factors and remain with us to this day, especially the ongoing tax cuts. You can't get money from somewhere out of nowhere if you're cutting taxes. That's a reason for the debt, which is $15 trillion. A third of it is the tax cuts, a third of it is the wars, and a third of it is correcting the crash.
Whoa,
those are the
Bob,
real reasons
your
for where we are.
Well, hold it. You're one of those Democrats that insist that, like, anytime tax cuts are given, that there's something that must be paid for. You guys are always saying that these tax cuts were never paid for. But Bob, what I don't think you're getting is that this assumes that spending levels should drop to the reduced revenues. Why don't you get that? This assumes that spending.
I get that you want to take the money, instead of going back to Clinton's tax rates, from Medicare, Social Security, student loans. Watch us continue to drop past 30th in college acceptance. Watch poverty go up as you cut seniors